We're not ready on our plea yet, Judge.
The plea.
We are.
Okay,
We've worked on the arrangement, but we're having some technical difficulties.
take your time. There's no rush.
So I don't have the rate for
Show it to me. It's just taking good time.
This way, ma'am. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Okay. Morning, Miss Scott.
How you been, Mr. Fletcher?
I'm sorry.
How you been?
Oh, good. Thank you. Miss Scott, you're charged with assault of a family member. Why is she still in custody? What happened?
Well, she actually has a felony as well, Judge. And we
Denied
work,
assault?
yes, Judge. I'm actually the attorney for the felony. I'm covering for a colleague, but so we came to an agreement. She has injury to a child in felony. So what they're basically saying is if she takes a 12-month misdemeanor in their misdemeanor, then they'll go ahead and dismiss the felony.
Okay.
So it's just when she pleads, I'll just run up to the 14th.
How old is the child? Shh.
14.
You know, hell hath no fury as a scorned woman and a scorned teenager. No one can make your life a more living hell than a teenager who is hell on wheels. And what you do to a teenager now will impact them for the rest of their life. If you beat them into submission constantly to get them to do stuff, what do you think they're going to do to their kids?
The same.
Same thing. It's not fair. 99% of the people in Harris County are in jail because of one reason and one reason only. You want to take a guess why?
Up harming their kids. Harming their kids.
Self-control. You get upset, you wig out, and you unleash without thinking of what the consequence is. 99%, if I had to guess, self-control. What kind of injuries are we talking to the child here? What happened?
Says that the complainant, the 14-year-old, stated that she had observed the defendant drinking, and after the defendant returned home, she told the defendant to stop consuming, and that's when the defendant with an open palm pushed her and then began striking her multiple times and pinned her to the ground, and then bit her right ear, causing pain.
So the child has to tell you to stop drinking. One of the conditions that you will have while you're on this probation is not to consume alcohol. And I'm going to put a leg monitor on you so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. This is a scram ankle monitor, so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. Part of the other plea bargain that you will have to do is a parenting class as well. And I'm going to tell you now, if you have a drug and alcohol problem, you better address it, because if I find that you have issues with drugs and alcohol, I'm going to take care of it for you. And I promise you, Ms. Scott, you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? If I find that you have a problem, we can always file a motion. We can see what's going on and put you in a rehab facility in the jail. And I will do that in a second to protect every single child of Harris County. Do you understand? Is CPS involved in your life? You're lucky that they aren't, but it's only a matter of time before they are. And I'm going to tell you, when CPS gets involved in your life, it really turns your whole household upside down, not to mention the cost that you will incur, because you're probably going to have to hire a lawyer to represent you on that as well. You are lucky that they're offering you something like this to avoid a felony, because anytime you can avoid a felony conviction, you're winning. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to hold you to this. One false move, they will file a motion to revoke. I'm going to put you in jail. And if I find that it's substance abuse issues, then we will well be looking at treatment in the jail. How long have you been in custody now?
4 months.
Who's taking care of the 14-year-old now?
She stayed with my mom and I stayed with my uncle. Before I came to jail, I was staying with all my kids were staying with me.
How many kids do you
I
have?
have 3, but my 2 youngest, they stay with their dads. So while I'm getting myself together, probation, whatever, my daughter will be with my mom. So, and I'll be with my uncle.
Every child needs a mother.
Yes, sir.
Child needs a father, because when mom and dad are away, when the cat's away, the mice will play. And when you're gone, they're doing who knows what. So they need you there for their guidance. They need you there for their love, because if you don't give it to them, you're gonna have a miserable next 4 to 5 years of your life. As far as conditions, did we ever do a TRAS? I want to order one now.
Okay.
Okay. Scram within 3 days of release, 30 days to get a job, parenting class, no drugs, no alcohol. Well, the other thing I'm gonna imagine is, it'd be interesting to see if they're gonna do some kind of anger management class, maybe a BIP or something like that, Right. Okay, so, but would I, I'd like to, if we can, waive all the fees as well. So I'm gonna try to waive as many of the fees as I can for you, but there's some things that you're gonna have to pay for that I cannot pay for you.
I understand.
We can try to get TAP funding for you so that I can try to help you pay for as much as I can. As far as the scram, I don't know, but I think that, I want to make sure, I want this monitor on so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. And if you can show me after a couple months, several months that you're trustworthy, we can talk about taking it off.
Yes, sir.
But my most important concern is that you're not drinking.
Yes, sir.
Don't drink at all. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, once you accept this agreement, that's it. It's either you are stuck with this until you either complete it successfully or you get violated and we issue a warrant for your arrest. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to keep you with this until we make sure that all the classes take so that you don't.
Ask for it anyway. I was gonna ask for like AA for drinking and anger management anyway, so.
The TRAS, which is an evaluation to see, they're probably going to have you doing intensive outpatient treatment as well.
Okay.
And an anger management class as well. I'll try to, like I said, you need a job though, because you need something to occupy your time as well.
Yes, that's why I'm going back once I get everything coordinated.
What were you doing before this?
I was working before all this happened. I was a manager at Little Caesars.
And Judge, if I may ask, would the TRES be after she's been released, or would that be understood?
So, but I'm going to tell you that if you fail to show up for the TRAS, the evaluation, because we're setting it within just a couple of days, if you fail to go, I will immediately file a warrant and we're going to do it while you're in custody. You got to get the TRAS done. I'm giving you the opportunity to do it on the outside now, but if you fail us, then they'll issue a warrant. We're going to do it while you're in custody.
Do I
So-
come here for the TRAS?
We'll discuss it.
Correct you
Oh.
where. So, all we're asking you to do, it's not that much. A parenting class, an anger management class, no drugs and no alcohol, and stick with the monitor for now. That's all you got to do.
I would, whatever I have to do to show my kids I can do it, I'm willing to do it.
You need to also understand one thing. This comes with an affirmative finding of family violence. What that means is that you can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this as well. If you pick up another one of these cases, you will be charged with a 3rd-degree felony. If you ever put your hands on someone else, even so much as you just squeeze a little bit to where it hurts, they can use this case to enhance you to a 3rd-degree felony, 2 to 10 of the penitentiary. Do you understand? So the next time you get upset, it's going to happen. You need to find another release. A person is not a release. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
It's guilty, sir.
I will not find you guilty. I will withhold that for a year. Ms. Scott, we want the best for you.
Yes, sir.
It's just all we're asking you to do is be nice. It's not hard. And if alcohol is a type of thing that makes you become into a Hyde, a Jekyll and Hyde, don't do it. All right, good luck, man. Thank you, counsel.
I think I should go back over here. The company will take a
I got it, I got it.
You got it? Never mind. Okay, perfect.
All right.
16.
He has two cases, right?
Three, Judge.
Three trespass cases.
The rest of them.
So you're pleading, so there's an interference in two trespass cases.
Correct.
And let's see, it's gonna be a 2x2. It's a heck of a deal that you're working out, Mr. Williams, you know? You need to understand that this charge is gonna go on your record from now on. You're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. And if I were you, on all those places that you've had the trespass, if you ever go back, you're gonna come right back over here if you go over there. So I would avoid those places. Just don't go back.
Sir.
Because if you do, it's not gonna end up well, ever.
Sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine the accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequence. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. The agreement you've worked out is 10 days in jail, credit for the 6 days that you've done, so it's a wash. But like I said, it will be a conviction on your record. This was with a deadly weapon. Did they confiscate a deadly weapon?
So Judge, there was no deadly weapon confiscated or found. In fact, the state was agreeing to strike that portion of the complaint. And that was the condition for Mr. Williams to enter into this deal.
Okay.
Because there was no weapon located, none found. The offense report even said there was no deadly weapon. So Chief did agree.
Make sure,
to-
I didn't know if something was confiscated or.
No, just to add, the information doesn't reflect that at all. It's an ordinary trespass as pled. It's just maybe an error as for how
I
this
see,
is.
got it. Okay, all right.
Good.
How do you plead to the officer? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
Find you guilty, I will send it you to the agreement. I'm going to roll your report, cost you or anything, and best of luck to you, Mr. Lee.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Have fun.
Thank you a lot.
Over this one, sir.
Okay, great state of Texas. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Miss, oh, she left. She's not here.
Oh, there we go.
Miss Wickenhofer,
Yes.
good morning.
Good morning. Here, I'll show you my video. Oh,
Thank you for
Yeah.
coming.
yeah. I'm so sorry. I've been trying to get in this whole time, and it was giving me problems. I apologize.
So you have filed a petition for non-disclosure on a
Yes.
DWI.
Yes.
The problem is that, and the way that I read the law is that non-disclosures are used when someone has done a deferred adjudication, they've successfully completed it, and then they are allowed to, because they've completed successfully, have whatever case they did the deferred on sealed so that the general public cannot see it. You took a conviction on this case. If I remember correctly, you took a straight conviction on this case. So I don't think that you're eligible for a non-disclosure unless you can show me differently.
I mean, it happened like 6 years ago. So, I mean, I thought by the state of Texas, you're allowed to get a non-disclosure, if not expunged, if you only have one offense of a DWI.
No, the law, no, what matters is what happened on your case. The time, the length of how long it was ago, the numerical, the number of how many you have doesn't make a difference as far as whether to grant this non-disclosure or not. So, unless you can show me differently, I just don't think that you're eligible for a non-disclosure. I mean, look,
I don't,
Ms. Wickenhofer, I love to grant non-disclosures because I love to see people trying to better their lives. So if I could, I would, but I can't. I absolutely love it when people try to better themselves. It's great. But you took a straight conviction. I think if I remember correctly, it was like, let me see, I can pull it up here.
my thing, it was my lawyer's decision. And to me, like, it's my life. So at the end of the day, my lawyer decided on what to do, and I didn't really know what was
That's
going
no,
on.
you can't say that because they go over all the plea paperwork with you. They tell you exactly what's happening. And
Well,
here,
why would I file for guilty or anything if I don't want it on my record? That's my thing, is I wouldn't file for guilty if I want
well,
it
I mean,
on
I
my
can't
record.
really get into your mind about what happened about 5 years ago. I don't know what was going on in your life 5 years ago. All I know is that you pled guilty to this offense. You were sentenced to 4 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that had. And we didn't.
I
give
didn't
you
even
any
do
fines
days in
and fees
jail,
or court
though.
costs.
I didn't do any days in jail.
Sorry?
I didn't, what you're saying right now is not what happened. So I didn't
You
do
got
4 days.
what's in essence called time served, meaning that you walked out of here because you pled guilty and you got a 90-day license suspension. The sentence technically is 4 days in jail. We gave you credit for the 2 days that you did, so you didn't have to do any jail time.
Oh,
The only
okay.
thing you did was incurred a 90-day license suspension. I even rolled your court costs so you wouldn't owe anything, where normally people pay around $3,500. So we also did that for you. So, but by virtue of the plea, you're not eligible for disclosure.
But I just, to me, that doesn't make any sense. So just because I pled non-consent or I needed to plead non-consent, to me, like, I don't go out and get into trouble all the time. I'm no criminal. So to me, like, I didn't know those things, and I don't believe that those things were communicated to me, that I had to plea a certain way. So that way, later down the road, when I'm trying to get it off my record, and it's not even about bettering my life is better than it's ever has been before. It's not about me trying to, it is better. And the fact that I didn't know that, I don't feel like I should be tormented or felt, disciplined because I didn't know exactly how to plead, because I haven't ever been through this before, if that makes sense. I've never been through this before. So to me, I shouldn't be disciplined or held against my will because I didn't know exactly how to plead. I've never done this before, and I don't have guidance on how to plead because I don't know a bunch of criminals just hanging out telling me how to work the courts. So to me, it's kind of messed up because I don't know exactly what to say or when to say it. I just listened to my lawyers at the end of the day, and I still obviously didn't do the right thing. So if you could please understand that circumstance, because obviously I wouldn't have purposely meant to do this to myself by accidentally pleading the wrong thing. Obviously, I meant to plead the right thing so it can come off my record. I'm a teacher at a junior high right now. I'm actually at work now. I have 2 little kids. I'm trying to teach my business, but obviously I just want it to be non-disclosure so I don't have to ever file for this anymore, and it doesn't have to stay with me for the rest of my life. Like, God
Well, you
forgives,
need to
I
understand,
forgive,
though.
other people can forgive. So
I know that you're upset with the news, but a couple things. Number one, no one forces anyone to plead guilty around here. Everything done around here is with everyone's consent, and you signed plea paperwork to that effect, indicating that you were advised, you agree with it, and you came up here and you voluntarily pled to the case. I understand you now
but why
have
would I
regrets.
do that though? Like,
Well, how am I supposed to know why you did that?
okay, well, I
That's
made a
on you.
mistake, Judge. I made a mistake. I don't know about these things, is what I'm telling you. I don't get in trouble. I don't know what to do. I'm doing what the people tell me to do. And if I would have known that pleading guilty would lead me here, I wouldn't have done it. I did not know. I was unaware
I
and
advise you to the
uninformed.
fact, like everybody, that there's no buyer's remorse. This isn't like Target. When you plead guilty, you can return it because you don't like it. This is a lifetime decision, and every person that comes up here, we ensure that they understand that they are making a lifetime decision. Once you plead guilty, that's it. If you have any issues, you can always go back and talk to the person who represented you. But I'm telling you now that
That was 6 years
it is what
ago.
it is.
I don't
So
even remember who represented me.
you
Like,
should be able to look it up, and you should be able to find, okay? I
I
will
don't
say
even
this,
know
though.
who it is.
I will say this, that the type of remedy you are seeking, a non-disclosure, even with this type of order that is granted, it seals it from the general public. All agencies will still be able to see this regardless. So if you ever apply to the state to become something, they will be able to see this, right? All this does is it masks it from the general public. So like if you apply for, yeah, well, I'm getting more than what I should, right? But if you have any issues, what you can do is talk to a lawyer. They can
So
advise.
it stays on my
properly.
record forever, no matter what, even if I get it
I'm-
disclosed?
Ms. Wickenhoffer, I can't give you legal advice, okay? But what I'm willing to do is this, is that if you want, I can give you your money back. And if you want to, I can put this off for a couple days for you to talk to a lawyer if you'd like to see,
Give me my money back for what?
for the filing fee. You had to pay a $250 filing fee, did you not?
Yeah, I guess that was in the easy expunction thing.
Sure. Oh, well, no, you had it waived, I think. Hold on a second. Let me see. You had it waived. She did a waiver, right? So that she didn't pay?
Okay,
Okay, so there's nothing to give back then. Okay. All right. So basically, long and short of it is I can't grant this for you. If you want, I can put it off for a couple days so you can go talk to a lawyer about it. And we can set you off for mid next week if you want. But I'm basically telling you how it's going to go.
I'm just confused though. How come y'all can't expunge DWIs if you only have one? I
can't-
literally
Ms.
researched
Wickenhoffer, I
that.
can't give you legal advice. You need to talk to a lawyer about that.
Oh, okay.
May the state make an argument that may
Please.
assist the defendant?
This is the district attorney on your case.
Okay.
Okay.
So in the Government Code, Chapter 411, Subchapter E1, specifically 411.0735, which is a procedure for convictions on certain misdemeanors, the court only has discretion to issue a non-disclosure if they're convicted of cases other than DWIs, among other things. So DWI convictions on a misdemeanor plea are one of those cutouts in the Government Code in which the judge, even if he wanted to, could not grant a non-disclosure. So because the defendant in this case took a plea of 4 days county jail, which is effectively a time served, the state's opinion is the Government Code does not allow the court to issue or grant a non-disclosure in this case.
Because I pleaded guilty, but either way, what the judge is saying is that even if it's a non-disclosure, it's still probably applicable to see through other employees, like they're able to see it anyways. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Is that what you're saying, Judge?
Ms. Wickenhoffer, I can't give you legal advice. I can't. As much as I'd like to, I can get in trouble for doing that. So Mr. Haddad was nice enough to tell you why you're not eligible for it. The only thing I can tell you now is that if you want, you can go talk to a lawyer, and I'm willing to give you a short reset for you to go do that to see if there's something else. But you tell me, what would you like?
That's fine. I guess a reset and then I'll call them and ask them.
Tell me what day next week do you want to do this again?
Wait, can we do it at the same time? Like 10:30 through 12? That's 10 to 12. I'm usually off. So
Sure, of course. Tell me what day.
any day, I guess Monday.
Is that enough time for you to go talk to a lawyer?
Yeah, I'm gonna call them right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember,
I have
lawyers,
them.
remember, lawyers are really busy, so be patient. Don't expect them to just jump at,
It's not a lawyer. It's an expunsion people. They're the ones who's working it. Not
Hey,
me.
remember-
Not a lawyer.
talk to a lawyer. Don't talk to these people who are not lawyers, because they may give you shoddy advice. So be careful who you
Okay.
talk to, you know?
Okay. Yes,
If you
sir.
talk to some Joe Schmo who tells you they know. All right. So what, do you want Monday?
Yeah, Monday sounds good. At what
Okay.
time?
All right, done. Same time, noon on Monday.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. See you then.
Take care. Bye.
This is the background. I'm waiting.
The only one I have is Church of the Transfiguration. I don't have anyone else in the waiting room. Serenity now. You want to try to call real quick?
Not at all. But it worked. Yes, thank you.
Judge, the problem is her time was up at 12, and that's probably why she logged out. So we're trying to see if she has anything else scheduled, to see if she can log back on.
Couldn't tell us, hey, man, I gotta go in 10 minutes.
She's been here since 10, and council showed up at like 11:30.
Well, that's okay, but they have stuff, but I mean, at least give us a heads up that you can only be here till noon.
I agree for sure. But we booked her for 2 hours, so I think that's what the issue is. She logged on.
We might have to redo it again.
Yeah, and I got late because I was.
It's
on
okay.
45.
Look,
I had a flight.
It's not a big deal, really. I know you're busy. It doesn't matter. It's not you. It's them. But it's already 12:30.
I know.
It's really for his benefit, you know? You want to do it again next week?
இன்னைக்கு இப்போ அந்த டிரான்ஸ்லேட்டர் போயிட்டாங்க வீட்டுக்கு. அந்த டிரான்ஸ்லேட்டர் இல்ல. அடுத்த வாரத்துல வரலீங்க நீங்க முடியுமா?
But, you know, please let him know it's for his benefit, huh?
ஜட்ஜ் சொல்றாங்க உங்க பெனிஃபிட்காக டிரான்ஸ்லேட்டர் இருந்தா தான் நல்லா இருக்கும். இல்ல உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சாக டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணுவாங்க.
Okay.
Next week or the week after, whatever you guys want. Doesn't matter to me.
Can I just get my calendar?
Sure, of course. Do you have any other law
There's
enforcement?
one more on page 23, Velasquez, set for arraignment failed to appear to bond posted.
Ay, ay, ay. Caramba. 1750. Was this who Joe came in and withdrew from?
Yeah, he had signed on back in 2020.
Wow.
So.
Okay.
Next week I've got court hearings in San Antonio. Your
The
Honor.
following week?
The week after.
Sure, of course. So don't get her here now. We'll do it in 2 weeks. Don't worry about it.
The week after would 8th, the Friday be okay, November?
Oh, any day but Friday, because arraignments we have. Any day but Friday, it doesn't matter. If you want 3 weeks, you can have 3 weeks.
The week after.
Okay, whatever day you want, except for Friday. Done.
Oh, Judge, she's trying to get it.
Oh. I just have Church of the Transfiguration. That's all I have in the waiting room. I don't think that's her.
Earlier, she at least said interpreter on it.
Right, she put interpreter last time.
And it had her name and then it said interpreter right behind.
And I knew that we were waiting for an interpreter, so that's why I let her in, but so maybe she's in the wrong room. And I guess send her an email that we don't see her. On that one case, 10,002 though.
Judge, how much did you say? 15, no?
No, 10,002. I have a motion for, guys, I have a motion for continuance that you guys have filed on the Pimental.
For Lawrence, this is a case that's set for Tuesday, next Tuesday. So we found out that there's portions of the body worn camera that are in Spanish, particularly witness and defendant statements. We've requested that those be translated, but unfortunately we'll be asking for a continuance in this
Have you
case.
had one before? A continuance?
No, Judge, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, if you have not had a continuance, I'll give you one, but that's it. After the one continuance, when you burn one, that's it. Yeah, but if you want one, sure. Have you let defense know though as well?
I've been trying to get in touch with Mr. Brooks. It's Lot Brooks is the defense on the case.
Okay.
I've been trying to get in touch with him for several days and not been successful, but I will keep trying.
Well, we can also try to send him an email as well, let him know, because we need him to pick a new date, right?
And Judge, the only issue with the date is for the translation request. They are the new policy for the
30 days, right?
75.
What?
Yes, Judge.
75?
I'm not sure why that is their policy. They won't even do it unless you get a 75-day reset. So that's what the state will be.
All right, well, I guess let's wait for Lot,
Yes, Judge.
see what they say. Okay, but that's it, one. Okay, for sure. We have other cases set though for trial, right? I think so. For Tuesday?
For next week, Judge?
Yeah,
We worked them all out, so
really?
there shouldn't be any,
Okay, got it. I thought we had a jail case.
I
could have sworn we had a jail case that was
I think that
upset.
was with DVD and I think they made.
Judge, that was this past week. It was set on the 22nd,
Okay.
and I believe it was dismissed.
Okay, so no more trial cases for next week then, Ramon, I guess.
Okay.
There's Derek Robinson, I'm filing a dismissal on that one today, and that's the only one.
Okay. Before I grant the continuance, I want to make sure to get defense's position. I'm okay with giving you the continuance. I just want to see if they have any kind of objection to it. And then,
Yes, Judge.
yeah. Yeah, man, she in the wrong place. I mean, I don't know if, do you want me to call him?
No, I already did it. They said she was trying to log on, so that's fine. I'll just reset it for.
Well, it's kind of silly since everyone's here. If she's trying to log on too, she's just in the wrong room. Is it Masterword? Who is it?
Yeah, it was Masterwork, but they asked for the job number before answering my questions.
Well, I don't know. What you tell me? What do you want to do? You want to just set it for 2 weeks?
That'd be fine.
Yeah? Okay. All right. That way you don't have to wait any longer. I don't know when she's gonna get here. If,
That'll
okay.
work for me, Your Honor.
Okay.
Just wanted to let the court know that we're pretty much doing this pro bono for him, Your Honor.
Well, thanks. That's nice.
He's not able to pay for it. There's nonprofit organizations that is helping him.
We'll also help waive the fees so that he, you know,
Just wanted to bring it up to your
Thanks.
attention. Thank you, Anna. Maybe we get excused.
that's absolutely. Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
I do remember, yes.
so initially, come up, guys. So
I remember
initially,
talking to this young lady here, his lawyer earlier.
doing
Yes.
it pro bono,
Yes.
you know, just great job.
Thank you. Anna.
Thank you so much for coming. So really. So, okay, Miss Abraham, are you ready? No. Serenity now.
She was there, just, I saw her.
Can we call her real fast?
Called like 50 times. Come on, come
Is this
back,
playing hide?
please. Come back.
Did you kick her out, Judge?
No, just let her, I mean,
Thank you for coming back.
Sure.
you know, this is something else that she brought up that, let me make sure that they make a sound anytime it comes in. So one of the things that he's going to have to do is an anger management class. You will have to do an anger management class,
Okay.
but I don't think they offer it in Tamil.
English.
Is it online or is it, which one?
So
Does it say?
this is
there any
the office.
specificity?
This is what, so initially we were gonna do a time served, and then I said, you know, he's never had an issue. He's, how old are you, sir? 70, 65?
76.
76 years old. I didn't want to, you know, so she asked for deferred. I think, did you ask for PTI as well, or no?
Yes, I did.
They asked for, so Michael
I
ended
know,
up.
I was here. I remember.
But I don't think that they have classes in Tamil, which is his first language.
Yeah.
So,
You can do it in English, you know,
I can do
but
it.
if it's online, I don't know if he has a computer.
No, I have no knowledge in computer that much.
Well, the interesting thing, if I may add something, Judge, obviously this is a deferred now with you. The judge is aware of your circumstances.
Yeah.
He has spoken to you on several occasions, and he is ultimately a determiner if you violate your agreement or not. And I'm sure based upon everything we've been doing in this case, that the judge would be understanding if there is some language barrier to get something done. I've known the judge a long time before he was a judge. So
Yes.
I would be highly speculative if he would do something outside that realm. I would doubt it.
I'm only saying I think he'll get more if he understands it in his
Of course.
native language. And
Of course.
so you may need to bring someone with you to help you translate,
Okay.
is all I'm saying.
To the probation or for the. anger
To the
management?
class or
Classes,
classes.
because I don't think that they'll give it to him in Tamil.
There are not very many people who can translate in Tamil, Your Honor. There are not too many
Friend?
people, even in the nonprofit that I'm associated with, where he's getting the help. They speak the language called Hindi, but not many people who speak Tamil. I was born, raised in a state where I speak Tamil. That's how I'm able to.
Do you speak Hindi?
No,
I am from Sri Lanka.
Right.
So
There's
we
no
have,
Hindi.
there are two language only, Sinhala and Tamil.
But he can do English to some extent.
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
All I'm
But he
suggesting
doesn't
is,
have a
if there is a complication, I'm sure the judge will be understanding of trying to get it done. There are other places where I don't think they would be as understanding, but I know the judge will.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
We want to make sure that you're able to complete the classes so that
How many, one month?
is one class per week for 18 weeks. So it's 18 classes that you will have to do.
Okay,
And I will make you a deal. Once you complete the classes, see, there's a phone number there trying to get in, but I don't want to get porn bombed. I don't know who it is. Last time she's been
They're
putting
not-
interpreter.
Let's try it.
Let him in. That's a huge risk.
Tell everybody to cover their eyes.
And ears. Remember how loud it was? Right. No, I can't take that chance. I don't know. It, you understand what's happening now.
yeah, I know, sir.
This is a probation.
Yeah.
If you complete it, you do not end up with a conviction. This is good because when you're coming back in and out of the country, a conviction like this could hurt you.
Yeah,
If you want to go to Canada, they're not going to let you in with this conviction.
okay,
This is why it's important. Once you complete the class, I will take you off.
okay,
All we want you to do is the class. Also here it says no threatening, harassing, abusive contact with Lakshmi. Is that your wife?
yeah.
Okay. Do you still have contact with her?
Are you in contact with your wife?
No. Not
You don't want?
For the last 6 months, I have no contact.
You don't want to?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
You can if you want. Just be nice.
No, sir. Because I have done everything to them, but I gave a house in Sri Lanka also, but I don't know what happened now there. I can't go over there also because as a gift to her, I signed and give to her. At the time, when my lawyer looked at me, I said, no, write the deed on her name, and I gave it. But I trust her, but
What about your daughters though? You don't want to have contact with your daughters?
no, no, because
Daughters need their fathers.
they got the citizenship because of me. I passed the test to get the citizenship. From me only, they got the citizenship. She didn't get the citizenship. I don't know what I don't know. But
If they see that you're doing these classes, maybe they will come around and want to have communication with you. If they see that you are bettering yourself,
I don't know, sir. I don't trust them because after this one, because the last one, the daughter, she will come and crawl and come like this, and I wake up and I make the milk and give the feeder. She drink them. The young. After that, every day I work in the night, sit in the Walgreen, and come later. I come and a little sleep. After that, I make her ready for the nursery class. I don't have a car that time. I fix a baby seat to the cycle and go to Cimarron Elementary. I am a territorial civil. I worked in the territorial civil engineering organization in Sri Lanka, and I am getting a pension over there. Now I am trying to go there because I want to get the pension for the last 10 years. It
Don't wanna stay
is stuck
here?
over there.
You don't want to stay here?
No, because of the kids. I don't worry about her because she is not taking care of the kids. Because of the kids, I will stay here because they are girls, not boys. That's why I stay here. And
Need your help. They need your help.
yeah, everything they are coming and asking that the last the vice Nika also coming and asking for the car. So she look, I have an idea to get a SUV, but she came and asked me for a car. So she looked the car, select the car and came to me. Then I cancel my thing and I bought the car to her. After that, everything finished. She got the job, and after that, she bought another car, that is used car. So I asked her, why you are buying that car? This car is for, I bought it for you. You can continue the payment. I am not asking the payment.
And you got in a fight because of this?
Huh?
Did you get into a fight because of this, of the new
No,
car?
no. Because she one day after finishing the college and everything, she got the work. After that, she find a person and she has gone. So
Okay. The only thing I wanted to say is that it's important for children to have their fathers in their lives. If you want to talk with them, you can while you're on probation. Just be nice. No threats at all.
no, I am.
Okay.
I am not talking to them, but
No,
only for the.
I'm
The judge
saying-
is saying you can talk to your children, but no threatening.
No,
சண்டை போடாம நீங்க பேசலாம்னு
I am not
சொல்லிட்டு
threatening, sir. I am trying to help them
We
for the
understand in
study.
the future,
future.
just in the future.
Yeah, in the future,
nice.
in the future
Be nice.
also.
முன்னாடி போனா பேசலாம் ஆனா த்ரெட்டன் பண்ணாம பேசலாம் உங்க பசங்க விட
அதுக்கு அவங்க பேசணுமே என்னோட.
ஜட்ஜ் சொல்றேன் உங்களுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி தேவை
எனக்கு
இருக்கு
விருப்பம்
ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு
எனக்கு விருப்பம்.
So understand, all the rights that we spoke about before are the same here. If you complete the probation, no conviction on your record.
Yes,
You understand?
understand.
If you violate the probation, then you have to come back to court and we will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you ever have problems, contact her or come back here and let us know and we will help you out. If you ever have a problem, just come back and we can help you.
For the last 7 months, I am away from the house. I am not. I am cooking myself and everything. I am not secret or nothing. I am not going that road also. I forget that road.
Hey, you can have contact with Lakshmi and your daughters after today.
Sir,
he's giving you, you don't want to, that's a different thing, you have the option,
no,
You
sir.
understand?
If you're
just the
nice.
option.
If you're nice.
I like my kids.
Great.
And I want my granddaughter also in Canada. But I don't want to because she is the problem. So,
Okay. My only other problem is I cannot pay for your anger management class, but I will take all the fees off. Okay? You will have to pay for the anger management class. Can you do this?
how much? I don't know.
I don't know. What,
This one is about, it's $30 a session, something about $300.
it's about the entire class is around $300.
You should be able to, Your Honor,
Pay
otherwise
Pay as you go.
It might be more than.
I don't know for sure.
we're 500. Let's
Hey,
just,
Judge, the interpreter's in the waiting room.
No, she's not. She's not.
said
I'm
she-
looking.
Are you,
No, she's in a different waiting room. She's not. I don't know what waiting room she is. Maybe purgatory, but she's not here. The blind leading the blind.
Your
Okay,
Honor, if he doesn't have the money, the nonprofit organization will pitch in for the payment of.
oh, that's wonderful. They can help you with money if you need it,
Yeah.
okay?
We'll definitely help
Yeah.
him out on that.
If you ever have a problem, come back. We'll
Yes, sir.
help you with whatever you need, however
We
we need.
appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Okay, so how do you plead to the case? Guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty.
I will not find you guilty. I will wait. If you complete the probation, you will not end up with a conviction. Do you understand?
I can follow the class. I have no problem.
As long as you do the classes, you will be okay with us. Okay?
Okay.
We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Like I said, any problems, come back. We can help you.
Yes.
I
Sure.
have just one question, Your Honor. When does he start the anger?
So
management?
Shatoria will tell you of how and when things need to happen for him.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, for
Absolutely.
your
Thank you
kindness.
so much. Of course. Okay.
Thank you
Good
so-
luck, Mr. Palm.
Maybe I excuse for lunch, Judge?
No, stay and hang out.
Come on.
I'm hungry.
Mr. Bloom.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Sure.
And thanks, Nathan.
Hey, not many people's gonna speak it with you. You'd be like one of two.
How did 2 cases take a whole hour? Oh my gosh.
Hey, just be happy.
I will after I get a raise.
Be happy. Life is short.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You did great.
Appreciate it, really.
Well, and you did great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right on this docket. Bye, everyone. Bye.